Checking out a pretty fine example of a 1978 Lincoln Continental Mark V. Big 460 V8 car. Car represented to have 36-ish thousand miles, being original desert western car. Jason Phillips from Appraise. I'm out in western Michigan today checking this vehicle out for a potential customer. If you need inspection service like this, give us a call, 800-301-3886. Let's go through the car quickly on behalf of the potential new owner. Starting underneath the car, you can take a peek at these floor pans and see they are definitely what I would call desert dry. No evidence of scale or corrosion like we get here in Michigan. A little bit of oxidation type of scale, but underbody could clean up nice. No evidence of any separation in that pinch weld there on either side. Looks real nice. There's some light back for you. Dual exhaust system is definitely an aged system. I don't know if those mufflers were changed or not. The intermediate pipes were not, because there's the original grounded clamp, which is kind of cool. You can see up there the transmission unit's pretty clean. And let's run up front. While I'm still laying vertical, here's some quality factory work there. In 1978, you could leave the factory looking like that and it was okay. The rocker moldings, they're a little dingy. They could stand to be cleaned up. They're probably the chrome on the car that's showing the most amount of wear. Up front here, we got some pretty cool original OEM effects. I always like this stuff. Original crayon marks on the frame extensions. You can see a lot of cleanliness. Same over here on the right side. Original color-coded vacuum lines to the headlight pods. Up here is a bright green crayon mark on the forward control arm, stabilizer arm. Oil pan's nice and clean. Original crayon mark on the pan, you can see. Little bit of a drip, maybe, not much. A little bit coming from the oil filter. When they fired it up and brought it outside, you can tell the car's been sitting a while. There's some condensation and some rust gathering out of that exhaust system. Bumpers are in real nice shape. Reverse lights in real nice original OEM condition. Then back here on the rear frame rails, same condition applies. Nice, dry. Looks like a desert car. No evidence of pulls on that pinch weld. No evidence of damage on that rear frame support. A little cosmetic scale on the rear end. You can see some original crayon markings on the rear end as well. Suspension's all original, front and rear. The word original I'll probably use 3 dozen times before you're done watching this. The car's not without flaw. We got a small touch up there on the front fender. This marker lens has got a rock chip in it. We got some multiple rock chips going along the headlight buckets and bezels. You can see those there. But it's got 36,000 miles. The chrome is really in fantastic shape. Someone could do a little more polishing on it. Door ding, door ding. Rock chip, rock chip. Stone chip. Very small stone splash in the windshield. Almost doesn't even count. This vinyl top edition has got some age showing. It's a little bit faded. I'm guessing that's an original piece. A little bit of piping wear. We have a small chip, little small hairline scratch. There's still photos for the client to view all of this stuff, but at the end of the day, When I say all of this stuff, there's really not that much stuff to discuss. Little wheel through here on the edge of the paint. The bumpers fit nicely together to the body. There's a little touch up there. There's a scratch right along here. That's old single stage from 1978. Little touch up there. So again, it doesn't have, it's in nice shape, very nice shape. The wheels have survived very well. They're all duplicates of that. These are Cooper steel belted radials. They got tons of tread on them. They look kind of virtually brand new. I do not think those are OEM tires for sure. We didn't hear of Cooper much in 1978. Little peel on the chrome, little bubble, little chip. But I think you get the idea. There's not a horrendous amount of wear exhibited anywhere on this vehicle. Let's get inside it. Hey, the door buzzer works. I don't know what the exact trim color of this pumpkin orange interior is called, but the door panel doesn't exhibit any real arm sweat to speak of. All the switches here from the driver's position are in really nice shape. The plastic chrome is not faded much. Buttons aren't missing from the pulls. The car does not smell like smoke. Seams are really clean. Few clamp downs on the seat belt over the years. Didn't have to wear seat belts way back then, but those buckles are in nice shape. And so are the straps. So the miles seem pretty supportable at 36,906. That's annoying. Let's stop being annoyed by that. Carpets, they could clean up a little, but they're not stained or soiled to speak of. They just need a little love and attention. Cloth seat bolster, that's a great way to measure miles. That looks like 36,000 or less miles. This looks like somebody liked to, a few seeds popped, it appears. There's about 4 or 5 or 6 of those spots on the bottom cushion. That's really the only major interior flaw I noted. The dash and steering wheel are in fantastic shape. The wood grain shows very nice. Clock's working on this Cartier edition 1978 Lincoln Mark V. Books are in the glove box. 8-track. But all the plastic chrome inside here is just very, very nice. Really no evidence of excessive wear. Nothing that I'd find unusual for this kind of miles. Trunk looks the same way, nothing to brag about in there, but it looks real clean and normal. Before I fire it up, so going back around the body, we got 4.0 mils of thickness. There's a little scratch there I failed to point out, and a chip and a little touch up on the nose. But all around the body we had 3 to 5 mils of paint thickness. Up, down, it didn't matter where I touched the car. This is what it looks like in over 60 spots tested. So this, my friends, is OEM paint, because you can't respray paint at 3 or 4 mils. Little cat scratch maybe there. Maybe a cat got up there. Meow. Did you like my cat noise? That was pretty legitimate, wasn't it? Speaking of legitimate, I saved the best for last. This engine compartment is bad to the bone. All the original paint stamps in all the corners are present. Factory markings abound. Check some of this stuff out. Original paint markings, original valve cover stickers, original shield, plastic shield on the thermostat housing. You never see that. First time a thermostat gets changed, that stuff gets thrown away. Crayon marks on the vacuum advance. let the guys on the line know the distributor, the timing had been set. Stickers on the AIR and stickers abound underneath this hood. Original color-coded red and yellow vacuum lines help everybody out knowing where they're going. Crayon marks on the heater box. 460 V8 is what this car called for in 1978. Look at this. Okay. All right already. Original tin tag on the distributor. Original numbered plug wires. A few original acorns. There might have been a mouse or something up there nesting, but didn't see any chewed wires. Original crayon marks on the firewall. I could go on and on. But this, my friends, is what an original OEM engine bay looks like that hasn't been dawdled with. This is it. This is it. There's more of it. All right, let's fire it up. This is kind of cool. Original trim tags, got a little bit of overspray on it. Actually up into here too. I don't think that is, I think that's original. Sounds good. All right, we'll take it for a buzz around the street here. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, 800-301-3886 if you need an inspection done. We got about 300 guys out there messing around, driving cars, getting underneath them, checking them out, making sure that you as a client buying on the internet know what you're getting before it shows up on a truck in your driveway, and you're not all too happy. It's the best way to get it resolved and figured out. Third-party, non-biased opinion. That's my commercial. 800-301-3886. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise. I'm going to spin around here and give it a little hell and see what happens. The place where I'm out test driving cars today, they don't allow cars out on the actual road. They're consignment cars, belong to insureds, and they don't allow me to take them out usually at the parking lot. Today we're pushing it and heading down the little side street here. That's about 60 in third gear right there. I'm going to take my hands off the wheels. Well, there's only one wheel actually. Hands off the wheel, and I'm braking right now. And the car is stopping really nice and straight. Not too bad. Speedometer appears to be working. Odometer is turning. The clock is working. Fast idle's up right now. Not sure why, but there it goes. We're down. Car might have just a little bit of an ignition miss. Feel just a little bit of a chug there at idle. There's first, there's second, there's third. We're rocking. There's the cruise control. I'm driving. No feet. Brakes apply nice and straight. No issues there. The suspension feels tight. This there's no reason to believe this car doesn't have its intended miles. I'll hop out and take a quick look at the tailpipe and see if we've got what we got going on. No real major chugging to speak of. You can just feel it a little bit at idle when I'm first accelerating. Feels like it might be I don't know, bad plug or bad plug wire maybe. Car's not really shaking to speak of. But we'll head back and check the lights out really quick and some of the other functions and features, and we'll wrap it up. Factory OEM paint all over this car. There go the headlights, there go the dash lights coming on. Turn signals are clicking and canceling. Canceling both ways. We've returned at 36,907 miles. Taillights, markers and headlights. That's a pretty cool look right there. Car's got factory side marker turns. Windows and power seats are working. It's been running about 20 minutes now. Let's go back and do an engine temp check. It's got electric rear defrost. Opera lights are working. Dome lights working. Power seats, power window, switch, remote, mirror all working. Water pumps at about 200, 204, 205. Seems to be hanging in there nice. Let's take a peek under it, see what's leaking. Not that anything's leaking for sure, just asking. I don't see anything there. There's a few spots on the ground, but I'm not positive they're from this car. This is an entrance garage to a shop, so a lot of cars pull in and out of here. We'll just watch it for a minute and see if we see anything coming down. Don't really see anything. So I guess to summarize, if I were looking for a 78 Cartier Lincoln Mark V with a big old 460 in it that is in a pretty nice color combination, I'd certainly consider this one. I had to shut it off to get the reverse lights working for me. I don't want to run over myself. Oil was clean and full. Transmission fluid smelled good. I don't think it's ever been changed. And but didn't really feel like or smell like it needed it. Antifreeze was green up to snuff. So other than a few little roach marks in the seat specifically, there really wasn't any to speak of in the back seat that I could see. We'll have to study the still photos, but nothing popped out. Original trim and VIN tag were in place. It's a good looking car. It's a good looking car. Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry for the extremely long video, but that's what it takes to cover one. We just spent 2.5 hours looking at it and 18 minutes dissecting it and summarizing it. Jason Phillips, 800-301-3886. Leave us some feedback.